All right. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing well. I'd really appreciate feedback on audio levels and stuff. I'm actually streaming from a brand new machine today, so I was surprised at how easily everything transitioned over. But if anything sounds weird or anything's not quite normal or not quite right, let me know so I can get it squared away. So let's run through the chat real quick here. What's up, Patrick Eason, Better Wolf Hadley, Gunpla Viking, Alan. I'm new to building Gunpla. While building my first model tonight, I broke a shoe part on my Zaku 2. Oh man, that's a bummer. If it's a relatively new purchase, you can get free replacement parts from Bluefin. So that's always good. What's up, Nike? Man, my Mecha warehouse order is delayed because of UPS. It claims bad weather, but hasn't snowed here since Wednesday. That's rough. This is what I was telling you when you asked me to try to get it there on a certain day. It's really hard to predict, especially right now. It's a tough time of year. So Weeks K. Really want Cyberpunk, but only have a base PS4 that I upgrade the memory on, and all I've heard is it's horrendous unless you have a better system. Wasn't the whole point of consoles that you don't have to worry about system specs? It seems like it's turned into PC gaming, but with a different box. What's up, Captain Adopto, Leath1, Jason Galloway, Kyle Dixon, Satan Escape. I'm on my last build for my backlog, RG number 33. Your backlog's already gone? There's a lot of people that wish they were there. What's up, Artie? So we're in the Northeast make out that snowstorm. We managed pretty fine here. I mean, it cost me a day of work at the warehouse, but I got plenty of stuff done here. Feeling pretty sound good on my end. Good. Awesome. Gojira, what's up? Spud Killer, Project D. Commander Wolf Hadley, I don't know if I want to work on my custom kit base HG or either the MG Blue Astray or MG Warrior Gunner. Some good tough choices there. Nike, is it a Windows 10 machine? Yes. Yes, it is. Surprised at how well everything went together. I've heard a lot of meh things about Windows 10, so. But built it last night, installed Windows this morning, or this afternoon, really. I was surprised it got up to speed. Camera facing workbench seems a little blurry. Let's see if I can play with settings on that. So autofocus. Focus is auto. I don't know if I want low light compensation on though. Just add more light. I'm not sure if that's going to get better. Thank you all. Contact Bluefin. Awesome. Kit. Sleepy Fox Workshop. I've arrived now to break out the Sinju. Nice. What's up, Excess Gunpla? Jason Galloway. I'm still waiting for the Wing Zero Vercad to be delivered from UPS. It's been in my city for the past 2 days. Oh, that's rough. So close, right? All trying to multitask. What's up, Bandham? Project D. Damn snow is crazy in New Jersey. What's up, Eduardo? Jesus. Satan Escape. I'm at most of my backlog at about 15 kits. That's not bad. Mine just seems to keep growing. Project D. So what are we doing with the build tonight? So tonight I'm hopefully finishing the paint prep, which means that over the next the next week or two, I'll get it at least primed, if not fully painted, and then we'll be able to work detail stuff in the next stream. So it'll be kind of a low-key stream, not doing a whole lot of craziness, but it should be fun anyway. Custom build PC, Nick. Yeah, Commander Wolf Hadley. Canadian. What's this full handle on Discord? Canadian Fire helped me out with selecting parts. I'm actually building 2 identical machines. One's going to reside here for streaming, and one will be at the warehouse for video editing and day-to-day office stuff there. Huge upgrade from my really old laptop. I still need to build its twin. Hold on to the SDCS Nightingale, waiting on the frame. That's like a quick snap build. But last time Windows 10 had issues at launch. It's really good now. Have you gotten used to the OS yet? Any software compatibility issues yet? No software compatibility issues. It's been pretty smooth. I've been surprised. And like Streamlabs just seemed to automatically know what was up. I only had to tweak a few things to get the cameras and stuff. Let's see. Spud, I want to take advantage of the UC sale on the site, but I need more money. That's a good reminder as I'm going through these comments, getting caught up here. We got the Live 10, which is usually available every Saturday night for 10% off. But this weekend we do have the sale that's going on. Is it UC BOGO 35? It's a buy one get one 35% off on Universal Century kits. So if you're into Universal Century, take a look at the website and take advantage of that sale. Project DM down by Edison. Let's see. Commander Wolf had the only thing about Windows 10 is now you have to get a patch for some games to work. Interesting. I'm not doing a lot of gaming on this machine, so it's not gonna matter. Although it's built kind of like a gaming machine. So I was so impressed by the case and all the cable management stuff that was built into the case. It's a far cry from the last time I built a computer. What's up, Arrow Moose? I think I'm almost caught up here. Banham changed my user profile to put the Musha Mark 1. You sold me as my avatar. Nice. So I may still have to take advantage of it. Need to expand my UC collection. Just open my RX 93 new Gundam Verka. It's going to take a while. Verkas usually do. To burn through the backlog while on quarantine. Silver linings. So I think I'm caught up here. So like I said, I'm going to be working on paint prep stuff. So mostly sanding, a little bit of cementing parts together, seam line removal, stuff like that. I do have 2 kits I'll hopefully be giving away today. One is the entry grade RX 78 and the other is a Zaku 2 FS, the Garmazabi version. Where was I with all this stuff? We're gonna move some finishing up Sazi Arcade. Nice. Think about the new cases, the cable management are sweet. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. The last serious build I built had cables everywhere. It's just absolutely crazy being able to snake things through those channels that it's got, and it's all like hidden. It's great. Absolutely great. What it killed for that, 10 years ago. For seam line removal, what cement do you use? I've got just the regular Tamiya cement. I probably should or will grab the Tamiya thin at some point because I think that's the better option. So I am Eric. I'm Eric. What airbrush setup? So I use a Iwata HPCS, the Masters compressor. I don't know what the model number is in the compressor. I'll probably read it at mass TC40T. And then I've got right out here, just barely out of frame, is the corner of my airbrushing booth. Did you spend money for LEDs in case? I did not. It's actually a closed case. The case is pretty nice. Had I known that everything would be so streamlined inside, I probably would have considered a window case again because it's so clean in there. But I did not. Any problems spraying in cold weather? Not really. I haven't had any problems so far with that for the most part. But then again, I haven't been painting that long, so I don't know that I have a ton of cold weather experience, so to speak. Let's take apart these hips, all these parts, sand these down. What's up, Layton Mays? Straight fan cooled, or did you go liquid cooling? Just fan. Fan cooling, it's basically just got the stock cooler that came with the CPU, and I think there's 2 case fans that came with the case. I'll worry about upgrading from there if I encounter issues, but like I'm not playing serious games or anything, so it probably won't be a big deal. So what's everybody else up to tonight? A few people mentioned kits they're working on and stuff. What is everybody else working on tonight? That's so annoying. So I've got this my cable for my headphones. Every time they apparently will bump the light and can change the light. They just run right next to it. Yeah, unless you're doing a lot of thread ripping, you should be good. Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. Nothing crazy. Streaming, a little bit of video editing. I figured I really needed to get the upgrade in place though, because of the charity stream next week. Because I'm pretty sure my laptop choked pretty hard a few times during the charity stream last time, and I didn't get anywhere close to as long continuous as I plan on this time, so I kind of bumped that up, made sure that was ready to go. So by the way, in case I forget later, you definitely want to check out the charity stream. Will be starting at 10 a.m. next Saturday and going until I'm done working on the GP01 PG kit, trying to basically snap build that entire thing, hopefully in about 24 hours or less, but we'll see. It's my first PG, so that will be interesting to say the least. Raising money for Shriners Hospitals for Children, so really appreciate it. Anybody can stop by next week, and even more so if you can help donate a little bit to the cause next week. Banham trying to watch you and play Cyberpunk. That seems tough. I don't know what Cyberpunk's really like, so maybe that's not too bad, but it sounds like it'd be rough. Spaceman and let's know about to work on Space Brother Mutta and Apo Ava set. Spaceman and Spacebug. Interesting. I haven't heard of that. Ordered Shimusha Mark II from you recently, so probably will work on that soon. Nice, Eric. Kyle Dixon finishing the build of Lego Razor Crest and reflecting on the awesomeness of Mandalorian last night. People keep saying that. I haven't watched any of the new season yet. We'll probably be starting soon, though. We're trying to finish up another show first before switching gears. We'll probably just binge it. So definitely don't spoil it for me. And I'm watching at work. Nice, D. Nike, would you do any collab streams where you're a guest? Sure. Absolutely. I mean, as long as I could make it fit in my schedule. Customizing HG Fusion Rebake can help my 8-year-old daughter build a Momohara. Nice. I built my first Haro personally last night, actually. You'll probably see that clip probably during the charity stream. Sat down with somebody from Shriners to shoot some like a little interview while we're building some kits. It's pretty cool. This is gonna break if I keep trying to get it out. Your first PG and doing it on a 24-hour stream. Wow. Yeah, go big or go home, right? Should be exciting. It'll either be great and I'll build it, or it'll be horrible and I'll die. So nothing like a little bit of challenge. Spud Killer, once work is done, I'll swing by and donate. That'd be great. Spud Killer, looking forward to seeing you there. It'd be interesting. I'd wanted to do a full like marathon stream last time around, but you know, shit happened. I couldn't, so it'll be interesting to say the least. See how non-functional I get several hours in. Things start getting late. Cyberpunk wasn't ready at all. They rushed it out to make the holiday sales, but now they're refunding everyone. That sucks. Bandhand problems. My computer is the only thing that will run it. I need to comment when you draw on my phone or PS4. What's up, Mr. Capone Gaming? Jesse Basket building the Rezel Type C. Sweet. Miller Season 2 ending was good. That's all I'll say. So worth it. Nice. Changed my mind. Working HG. Asteroid Red Frame. Flight Type. Nice. Hadley. What get you working on tonight, James? I'm still working on my 30-minute missions kitbash. It's based around the Alto Ground Type. I'm actually doing some cleanup and getting this thing ready to paint. Hopefully sometime over the next week we'll get a chance to airbrush it, and then we'll have it back for some detail work. Because I don't think I can paint on stream, but maybe I should try. With this week being the first big week before Xmas, have you seen an uptick in orders? Maybe not a huge uptick. It's been weird because we sold out on so much stuff during Black Friday that like inventory levels I think have been affecting my sales numbers a lot. Not that we're out of stock of everything. We have a lot of stock of a lot of things. Just certain popular kits are out. But the restock this week was pretty sweet, I have to say. I think they rushed over holidays. They're getting death threats for delaying it. Currently in the middle of RG Ava 02 repaint. My brother, nice, Will. Need to get that restocked RG Toggies. You definitely do. Go Jared, Nick. Any word on when the PG Unleashed are coming in? So they shipped a couple days ago. They shipped on, is it Wednesday or Thursday? So I expect them like Wednesday or Thursday this coming week. So I don't want to promise that they'll ship out. For those that got pre-orders anyway, they've all been pre-ordered. I won't have any available for just general sale until probably April because of the pre-orders situation, but I'll hopefully be able to ship them out maybe right before Christmas, or more likely right after Christmas. Good year of a pre-order, nice. I totally forget. There's so many pre-orders between the December and then the April. That is a popular kit. Will Kid, I wonder how many people in Gunpla Plamo because of quarantine. A ton of people. Just logged in. We were talking PG Unleashed. Yeah, it shipped from my supplier a couple days ago. Our December pre-order batch will be going out probably right after Christmas, maybe right before if I get lucky. Or more accurately, if whoever's got the pre-order gets lucky. Depends on how much stuff I have to do and when exactly they show up, how long it takes me to check them in and get them shipped out. So guys, I'll mention it once. I don't like to mention it too often, but if you do hit that like button on the stream, that will help more people see it, which is always a good thing. At least for me. I think it's good for you guys too, but I very much appreciate it if you took a second to like it. I mean, if you like it anyway. If you think the stream sucks, then feel free to not. Starting the HG Astaroth Origin, nice, Eduardo. There are so many kits I want to work on. So many kits. So I don't think I need to worry about getting fancy with those parts. How many kits can you build with those sanding products? I mean, I keep cutting little strips out of them, so I get several kits out of a sheet, I think. Stream can't suck if there's a chance to win something. Realize you have to like streams too. You don't have to like them, you can hate them. I think there's a dislike button. I wouldn't recommend hitting it, but I suppose you're welcome to if you want. All right. Let's go into these parts. YouTube wants you to like everything. YouTube's fun like that. I don't think you should promote me hating your content. I just mean for boosting viewership. I think it matters. Just like the number of viewers matters. The couple times we've had huge concurrent viewer counts, it was usually related to us breaking past some arbitrary milestone. So I think that time that we broke 100 or something, we ended up going up to like 300 because YouTube thought it was viral or something. And that showed to a whole bunch of people, a lot of which had no interest in Gunpla apparently, because we got a lot of weird trolling going on immediately after that. I really should have trimmed pegs on this thing. What's up, HRO? Haven't seen you in a while. Hey, ES Link. What's going on? Arbitrary milestones. Just sound like YouTube to me weirdly. Banham, remember those trolls? Yeah, it was good times. Good times. You think YouTube shows you something weird, you just, you know, something you're not into, you just move on to the next thing, but whatever. So maybe I shouldn't take those apart. I should just pop the treads out. Is that how I should do this? And stick these in and pull them out. Okay. Probably should just look at the manual. What's up, Metalhead? How's it going, George? Welcome. Probably do this first draw in a few minutes, actually. See what those are, movable treads. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm sure that'd be a mess if you could do that, though. It'd probably break and fall off all the time. Jesse Basket, well, if internet has taught us anything, is that if you don't like something, it's the thing's fault. You have to let it know how much it sucks because of it. Sounds about right. People on the internet are weird. Oh, I wanted to ask, is there any chance you're getting the MadWorks Tungsten subscribers? If you are, I'll absolutely wait. Do I not have them now? I think I might. Subcomplete University, Merry Christmas. Early Merry Christmas to you too. The light scribers at the last check. I've got 3 different MadWorks scribing. We've got the light and the regular line engraving, the DLC. And then there's also are these not on the website? Oh shit. That's lame. Broad knife, line engraving chisels, aka round type chisels. Apparently those weren't on the website for some reason. There now. Tungsten ones, the orange ones. So search again, Leighton. They're up now. We stocked them a while ago, but apparently they were not turned on the website. You should be able to find them now, though. What kind of idea did you have for that kit bashing? So this was a tank design. If you look on my personal Instagram, you can see it. I'm basically tearing it all down now for painting, but it's basically kind of like a gun tank kind of thing. Maybe might be the best way to describe it. Oh, wait, so you have them? Yeah, I think I do. If you can double check if you look, but I believe those are the ones you're talking about. No wonder they haven't been selling. going on, Gumpy University? You just hit 1K, or not 1K, 2K. It's like yesterday was 1K. Today is 2K, right? Very recently hit 2K on your channel. Who's been buying into the Wing Gundam Zero Verka hype? They've been flying off the shelves. I think we still have some left in our second batch. That first batch flew last week, though. Hey, Lacey, what's up? Yeah, just hit 2K. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Willis, Mr. Capone. Anybody get a chance to build it yet? Patrick Eason got mine the other day. Sweet. Had it pre-ordered a while ago from USA Gundam. Would have gotten it from you if I knew. Yeah, we basically pretty much anything can be pre-ordered through us. We just don't put it on the website right now. They probably should start doing that soon. Hope Winver got directly into backlog. XS Gunpla finishing right now. How was it, XS? I'm still not seeing it. Maybe I gotta save. Come on, Shopify. Okay, one more time, Layden. You can try now. I'm supposed to be getting mine on Tuesday, but that will be out of the backlog. Gumpy University gave you sent it to me, Nick. Haven't got to build it yet, although when the new PG comes, I'm building that right away. Matthew Shin, what's up? Vince Aquino, you know when you'll be getting the load, Astray? I do not know exactly when. I don't think it's shipped yet. Nice, you're going to build that Wing Zero in here one day? I think I might, maybe. I wasn't super interested in it until I unboxed it. Now I'm kind of interested in building it. Although I'll probably like paint it or something and do something crazy with it. So it might not be for a while before I get to it. Let's bring this up. Do you have any MG High New Verka coming in? I think I have some on order, Willis. If I remember correctly. Which means sometime in the next few months, probably. If that's true. Just gonna love the kit. Plan to get another one for custom painting. Sweet. M. Gerald Hobby Stuff planning a cool video of unboxing the old 100 HG, the original MG, and the Verka kit all together. Then a second video showing the 3 side by sides. Should be fun. That'd be a cool comparison. I think I saw someone order the MG and MG Verka today. Maybe that was you. Maybe somebody else, but I could see people wanting to compare them and building them like back to back. The original MG is a decent kit, but it definitely had some flaws due to it being kind of dated. And the Verka seems to fix a lot of those. Oh, the disc big ones there showing up now. Good, good. I think there should still be Madworks. They're called Broad Knife with Line Engraver Chisels is the name. Sheev Gunpla, the older MG I knew, and now I got the HG, but I'm definitely getting the future RG version to put aside my new Gundam. The RG looks like it's going to be cool. I think the high new design is pretty cool looking. I've got the Verkad in my backlog. I want to build that at some point, just because I think it looks cool. What's up, Corey Johnson? And we're going to draw here, do our first draw in a moment. Looks stocky in the RG photos. I haven't really looked at them carefully. There now. Didn't recognize the pic. Perfect. Yay. Great. Thank you for asking about that, because they would have sat on the website and not sold for ever until someone had asked, I think, or until I had questioned why they hadn't been selling. All right, let's do this first draw. So let's throw a number in the chat between 1 and let's do 75. It's our first draw. Got 55 viewers right now, so throw a number in the chat between 1 and 75. Remember, one number per person. If somebody else takes your number, you don't need to repost a number. We can deconflict those pretty easily. And in a minute or two, it's the light going again. In a minute or two, I will pick that number, and we'll see if somebody wins. We'll actually draw 2 numbers, one for the entry grade and one for the Zaku 2FS. Okay, where are my sanding sponges? I should refresh those. This back. Hey Nick, how long do you use those sanding blocks before you chunk them? I don't have a specific amount of time or whatever. It's just usually, actually I can grab, picking out of the trash here. So the one on the left is used. The one on the right is new. And so number one, I can feel a difference in the texture, but you can kind of see this one here. Maybe you can see some of the holes kind of filled in and stuff, whereas this one is still more uniform. So usually it's about when that happens, you can kind of tell that they're not biting in as much as they normally do, etc. Okay, let's draw this number between 1 and 75. So we got 2 numbers. First one is 54. I see at least one 54 in there already, and a 22. So the 54 is for the entry grade, 22 for the Zaku. Pen here. Winners on both. Jeez. That's hilarious. for 54 and 22. So 22 Kirk. Is it 22? Two winners on both numbers. This is hilarious. We go from missing on everything, missing on all accounts, to multiple winners on both. So we've got multiple winners on, let's do the 54 first. So 54, where did I see? We got Winfield and Rick. Winfield and Rick. So Winfield and Rick, whoever calls it first, we're gonna do I guess I'll call it a coin spin because someone yelled at me for calling it a coin toss. But basically flipping the coin, this side's tails, this side's heads. We'll flip it, and winner gets it. So Winfield and Rick call heads or tails. Whoever calls it first will get to pick which one they get. And then 22, we had two winners for that one apparently as well, which was Kirk and HRO. So same thing, Kirk and HRO, whichever one calls out heads or tails first. Okay, I see Winfield calling heads on that first one. So Rick, you get tails. And looks like Kirk gets heads. So I'll flip the coin twice. This is for the entry grade. Get a box to spin this in. That way it will stay in place here. And there's the light again. I feel like this wasn't a problem before. We should have able to get a single winner. Now we get like four at once. Exactly. All right, so this one is going to be for the entry grade between Winfield and Rick. If it's head, Winfield gets it. If it's tails, Rick gets it. Heads and tails. That wasn't a real spin. I need to spin this sucker. There we go. Now I got to spin. So we got tails, so that would be Rick. And then I'll flip again for Kirk versus HRO, and Kirk called heads. There we go. And we got heads on that one, so it looks like Kirk gets the Zaku. So Rick and Kirk, send me a DM, email, something with your contact info, address, and the like, and I'll send those out hopefully tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Monday, because today's Saturday. What am I thinking? Congrats, guys, and bummer for you that actually, you know what? No, it doesn't make sense. But we'll do some more draws. I got some signed posters still, so maybe we'll draw for some signed posters later in the stream since we got some fast winners this time. That is hilarious, though. Yeah, nice name. Maybe crash a call in here, too. Jesse, do you have one of those coins on the shop? I do not. So these are Discord challenge coins. So Discord is our private Discord group. We basically just hit 500 members this week, which is pretty cool. There were 100 of these coins made back in like April, May, June, somewhere in that time frame. I forget the exact day. you had to be a member of the Discord, and you could basically purchase one through that. But it was a limited 100 coin run. They're individually serial numbered. This one here, you can see it's got the number 14 on it. And yeah, they're all sold out now. We'll probably do another run with a new design sometime next year in that same like April-ish time frame. Yeah, Leighton, we'll definitely do a second one. We'll do a 2021 version. We'll probably make more than 100 this time. I don't know how many, but yeah, we'll figure out a good number to make. It'll be a limited run again, individually serial numbered. Kind of hope it'll become like an annual thing because they're pretty cool. Looks like they'd make good slammers from Pogs, make the inevitable comeback. Probably. How big are slammers? I can't remember. It could be that size. This is a 2-inch coin. Pretty beefy. Brag about it, why don't you? I've been telling people I think these coins, especially the first run, are going to might be worth something someday because there's only 100 of them. Or how to join the Discord group. So if you want to join the Discord, basically it's open to anyone who's purchased from Mecha Warehouse before. So when you make your first purchase, you typically will get an email with the invite link. Some people report not getting it. I'm still not really sure why. I can't really say that it's not going to spam somehow or something like that. But if you've made a purchase and you haven't gotten that link, you can always send me a DM or email or whatever, and I can get that link to you. I have to say it's probably in my opinion, one of the best Gunpla communities online. It's amazing how low drama the place is. You see a lot of online communities that are just constant bickering and fighting and stuff. People shitting on each other. Definitely not a lot of that going on in the Mecha Warehouse Discord, which is great. Slammers were smaller. I still have mine. Should still do a head, but for tails, have blue walking off into the sunset. That'd be a cool idea. There's a few different ideas. I had to see what the resolution of what they can put on a coin is, because some of the ideas I've seen that I think are cool might be difficult to actually do on a coin. Okay, I'll just double check. I bought a bunch of decals on Black Friday. Thanks, Nick. No problem. Thank you for shopping Mecha Warehouse. Late in our Discord is sick. I'll have Zooms, have fun, shoot each other kids, promote responsible spending. Fun. Yeah, it's a good group. We've got the Zooms going on. Those are fun too. Technically, the Friday night Zoom is open to everybody too. You could find a link to that if you ever wanted to stop by one of the Zoom sessions. I think it tends to be mostly Discord people. But there's usually a Zoom going on a good number of other nights as well. It's just Friday I'm there, so. Usually there anyway. Definitely promote the spending. If you have a problem, then it might not be for you, but I can quit anytime I want. Danny Chan can vouch for the last one. Yeah, we've got a good group. I'm super happy with how I mean, it's kind of like the stream here too. We don't tend to have a lot of drama in the stream chat here too. It's just a great group. That's basically what it's like over at the Discord. colors you're going to paint this kit. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking some sort of winter type color scheme. So probably whites, blacks, grays. I'm not totally sure. I'm also considering one of those, I forget what there was a technical name for it, but there was a color scheme for winter camo that they used to do on tanks that was like a, it was like field expedient camouflaging, and it basically wore off by the spring. MJR, hobby stuff. Nick is going to be like a bartender now. Sorry, Leighton. I think you had enough. Clear out the backlog. Come back in a couple months. I don't think I'd say that. I think I'm more like the enabler, friendly neighborhood crack dealer, plastic crack dealer. That's why I like coming back every Saturday night. Pretty laid back. Can't stop, won't stop until my bank account goes negative. The GM Commander Sniper 2 kits coming in. I can't find them anywhere, and people on eBay are asking an arm and a leg. At some point, for sure. I'm trying to remember if I've got any on order. I'm sure they'll come around again soon because those are pretty popular. I just couldn't tell you exactly when. I might have some on order. Maybe, let me go check. Crack would be cheaper. I don't have any on order of either of those two master grade GMs, unfortunately. If they were reprinting them in the next few months, I'd have them on that on my orders. So hopefully they'll come around again soon. I'll probably buy the crap out of them. There's definitely certain things I need to start buying a lot more of when I buy them. I really need to get my workbench decluttered for next week too. I've got to make sure I got plenty of room for all these runners of this PG build. And I need to start strategizing about snacks too. I think my favorite part of our community is how helpful everyone is. Want to learn to scribe? There's people to help. Painting, definitely. We have a channel for troubleshooting and others for tricks. So cool, much I learned already. Yeah, exactly. I go on there when I'm trying to figure stuff out too. Not that I get to build that much, but last time I was having painting issues, I got to spitball what my issues were with people and get help from people more experienced than me. It was great. We've got some very talented builders on there, so there's definitely, if you want to figure out really complex stuff, I'm sure you can find somebody who knows what they're talking about. The light kits for the MGs. I think I've got some of those little do I have any left? I want to say I do. The LEDs that can pop into certain master grades. Mr. Jhound, we also people that like to point people in the direction of big body blankets. Enablers, I call them. James, Nick, do you airbrush or spray can your kits? I airbrush. I used cans for some top coats and just having to bring everything down outside to do it. And I can't really picture using cans into an airbrushing station. I probably could though. But I like the airbrush. disturbers of the piece. Oh man. All right, got those done. I'm like already forgetting which pieces I actually need for stuff and which ones I don't. These ones I need. So these, the shoulders should be good now. Now that they're glued. There's MJRL hobby stuff. My local secondhand store has the big ass HD Androbium for $325. I don't know if that's a good price. What did we have it for? When we last had it in stock, it was $283.99. I don't know if it will go up next time, since prices seem to be gradually inching their way up. But what airbrush kit do you use? I'm thinking about getting the master one. It has good reviews. So I've got a master compressor and then an Iwata HPCS airbrush, and I'm pretty happy with the airbrush. I wish I knew more before I got it, because I think I've done bad things to it, but nothing that makes it unusable. Spud Killer, my local shop, has it for more, I think. The problem with that kit is if it's out everywhere, it's just hard to get. So shops can basically ask whatever they want for it, at least until they come in stock again. I'll have to grab more next time. Next time they come around. I would have done that one for my live stream build if I had it in stock and could get one. So maybe next year's charity stream will be the Dendrobium, if they get printed again. What HPCS is a great brush, but money for a starter. Badger Patriot 105 is a good start. Yeah, I probably should have bought a more starter airbrush. I figured that you couldn't do too much to ruin it, but I scratched up the bowl a little bit with cleaning it out and stuff, which I'm not super happy about, but you know, whatever. It still works. For remote regular, so all I need is a dryer, and I can use my 20-gallon air compressor. Welcome here, 32-year-old with a full-blown addiction. Yeah, I managed to avoid drugs and alcohol and all that stuff, but plastic, that's a real problem. It's only addiction if you admit you have a problem. Is that how it works? I'm a 39-year-old with a Gunpla and toy unboxing channel. So yeah, nice. Toonami, man, good stuff. Yeah, I bet most of us are Toonami era, right? Getting us into the hobby, or getting us into Gunpla at least, or Gundam. And Gunpla might have come later, but I have to imagine that a good number of those watching is just about everybody. As long as I'm not all in alleyways doing favors or Gunpla, I figure I'm good. That's true. It's my 7-year-old daughter that I was actually a Gunpla Gundam pilot. Charlie, I started during Toonami era. Lanigan definitely bought the no-grade wing kits back in the Toonami days. Sniper, yep. Space Coast, Coast to Coast. Coworker was an otaku. They got me into my first kit. That's cool. G Gundam. A bunch of you guys are G Gundam. I was definitely Gundam Wing. This is my entry, which I think G Gundam was on after Wing Gundam, right? I've got about 6 models this month in your shop alone. Nice. Though I think there's a rookie numbers meme out there waiting to go with the statement like that. I need some wireless headphones or a way to route this wire maybe up from the floor. I have to look at maybe a long cable would work that I can run up through the arm and down under the desk. Gundam was okay, but G Gundam was literally the series that hooked me. Although in all honesty, I was way more to Zoids. I had so many of the old wind-up Zoid kits. I never really got into Zoids. I remember it being on TV, but it didn't really happen. And I think I must have been off to college and busy with other things when G Gundam came out, because I didn't really get into that one. Wing, which was my favorite era is UC hands down. UC buy one get one sale. We really are about being a noob to Gunpla and call this a small win. Hail Xeon. Wing, original series up until the World Trade Center disaster. 8th MS team, Sans Mills report, possibly 0080 through the midnight block, and then G. Is that the lineup on Toonami? I think I remember seeing 8th MS team. At least a few of the episodes, or parts of episodes, on Toonami. I don't think I got through that whole series back then. Gerald hobby stuff. When I was a kid, we had 3 Japan import shops, Marukai, Shirokiya, and Hakubando. All those shops had Gunpla STs, even the Dragon Ball kits with the pain in the butt rubber suits. About 20 plus backlog Gundam kits. I might have an addiction. Also ordered 2 more kits from yesterday. The problem is if I don't get it now, it'll be sold out later. That is definitely one of the hard things about the hobby. Is having a backlog in theory is a waste, but at the same time there's kits that you know you're going to want to build and they might not be available since everything kind of comes in waves. So it becomes this buy it when it's available thing. Just say buy one, get one. Scratch his neck, crack fiendishly. Yeah, buy one, get one 35% off on all UC kits. UC BOGO 35 is the code this weekend at mechawarehouse.com. Or you could always use the Live 10 code if you didn't want all UC stuff. That's what I believe the order of airing was, leading to G. Then it was season 1 of SD Gundam Force, then C. Then they went Saturday night only. Interesting. That was definitely, most of that was after I had moved on and wasn't watching Toonami and stuff. I think I stopped following that stuff primarily in college. It might have been high school, sometime in high school when I lost track of it or whatever. Don't really remember. Mr. J. How Nick, do you like GMs or Zaku's more? I'd have to say GMs. I wasn't really a Zaku fan at all until I built one. The master grade 2.0 Zaku's just made me interested in them. But I think I like the GM type design more for the most part. Where'd my MGG or my GM guard custom? Hopefully Monday I'll have time to get it. Otherwise probably next Monday. Oh, thanks holidays. I'll be there on Thursday too, on Christmas Eve. I think I got some shipments coming in, so I gotta be there anyway. So it'll just be Friday. They were closed, and hopefully I'll be recovered from the 24-hour stream by Monday. Boa code has to be one, the G40 real pad. Nice. So damn happy I never got to talk on with anyone. You guys are the best. Thanks, Willie. It was one of the things when I set out to start Mecha Warehouse. One of the things I had in my mind was the idea of trying to create that like local shop experience. You know, some people have that experience where they go to their local shop and they can hang out, they have build nights, and they do all sorts of stuff. But I want to be able to do that, but bring that experience to people that maybe couldn't go to a shop like that. Maybe they lived out in the middle of nowhere, or they didn't have time to drive around, or whatever. So I think a lot of the way things have been manifesting between the Discord and these live streams and the Zooms kind of fill that gap for a lot of people. Corey, I still haven't built an MG Zaku. You really should. The 2.0 Zakus are great. Just a great frame. What my Wing Zero version caught. Only the thing wrong with it is that my minifigure in the sit down position has a leg broken. No, that's a bummer. Perfect Time says no one can go to shops anymore. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a good time, and has caused it to flesh out a lot of that stuff that I think will carry on indefinitely. But like the Zooms were definitely a reaction to the COVID situation, and trying to bring that experience to people that maybe lost their local shop option at the beginning of COVID. And I can't wait though when COVID gets more under control. hopefully maybe in the spring or summer next year, being able to do some events in the warehouse, do some in-person build nights for people that are local enough to make it, builder showcases and all sorts of stuff like that. All right, we should probably do another draw. It's been a little while. So we're going to draw for a single, well, if we get multiple winners, maybe I'll give away multiples so we don't have to flip coins. But we're going to draw for a signed version of the Mecha Blue poster. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out on the website. It's an awesome, awesome poster. Basically the same design as the full robot sticker that we've been sending out with certain orders and stuff. Actually, I got one of those here. But anyway, so we'll give away one of those posters. Let's throw a number in the chat between 1 and 100. One number per person. And don't worry about changing your number if it's the same as somebody else's. We'll deconflict if necessary. Yeah, they got the shirt and stickers, nice. Like there's a lot of parts in this build. Harold Hayes, what kit are you building? I missed the first part of the stream. So I'm still working on the, it's an Alto Ground Type 30-minute missions kit. It's kit bashed with a tank and some other weapons and stuff from accessory pack, as well as the Maganac core set. I'm basically tearing everything apart right now, actually, to paint it. So I'm hoping I can find time to paint between now and the next stream, that I'm not doing the marathon thing. Okay, it's called time. Do one between 1 and 100. Let's draw here. Number 12. So let me know if somebody drew a 12. Okay, let's do some guns. Some of these I'm going to glue and such. Probably should have started these earlier in the stream. Whatever. Oh, but 213. Bummer. Well, we can always draw again. a nurse from Shriners Hospitals for Children. So they'll probably air that either in clips or in its entirety during the live stream next week. My bathroom break or food break filler during the stream. But those Haros, I actually sent back with her for the kids in the hospital. So that's what that was about. Yeah, I thought that'd be a good idea, a good way to tie things in a little bit. So that clip, I gotta edit it all up still, but the game plan is to air that sometime during the stream. I'll count on painting all the parts of the Sotheby. That must be a beast to paint. Okay, so got those glued. Nice and upgrading that paint equipment. Airbrushing is definitely a ton of fun once you get past the initial frustration phase. I'm pretty bare bones right now, plus I'm afraid I lack the skills to paint with that kit set. I think a lot of people have that same concern, Willie. I think it comes down to picking something to try it out on that's simple and inexpensive. My first kit I painted was a high-grade Leo. And, you know, it's like a $11, $12, $13 kit, somewhere in that range. Typically. And so you feel a little bit less bad about screwing it up. I just wouldn't, I mean, that's the only way you're gonna get there is by trying it. Paint a bunch of spoons first and get all your details figured out. SD kits are great. Simpler the better. But you know, paint some spoons to get your consistency and technique down. Hell, you might even want to paint on paper for a little while just to get stroke patterns and stuff figured out. But once you do, then you know, work up gradually. I haven't done anything bigger than high grade yet. Is gluing while I put kits together recommended? Should I just be a noob and not do it? So I am only gluing in this case, like on these guns, because there's some just nasty seams that I want to clean up. So the glue fuse together. I'll be able to sand them, and they hopefully make it one continuous piece. If you're not painting, it's not worth doing unless something falls apart. Getting pretty close to running out of stuff here, which is cool. Getting back to working this Gerber Tetra. Nice. Girlfriend is also an art teacher, so I had a slightly accelerated learning curve because she knew some things. It's always nice to have help learning some of those skills. We're going to custom paint job for HG Destiny, modeled after Archangel from Marvel Comics X-Men. That's pretty cool. Turn on the fan real quick. I'll be right back. Get some airflow in here. Damn it. To see if this having a desktop in here ends up being more of a space heater than the laptop was. Although it could be better. Definitely better for the machine itself, I'm sure. Seems like the stream's been pretty solid the entire time. I don't think we've had any stuttering or any of that kind of stuff like we've been having with the when I was running on the laptop, so that's cool. And good news. Now you mentioned that, I haven't noticed any issues. Yeah, it's been pretty solid as far as I can tell, which is a good thing. It's great when I have some evidence to back up the money I spent. It'd be really interesting to see how video editing goes on the bulked up machine here instead of my laptop. See if exporting videos faster and stuff like that. Hopefully is. What are the specs for it? So let's see, how do I bring that stuff up? I like half don't know what I got. So I've got an AMD Ryzen 5 2600. We're at 3.4 gigahertz, 32 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte solid state drive. And a GeForce 1030, I think. The graphics card's definitely, I think, one of the weaker things, but anybody who's building computers these days knows that graphics cards are super inflated in price, so got something that do the job and I can always upgrade later. Trying to keep things relatively inexpensive, especially where I had to build two. So I got two 100% clones, just bought two of everything basically. The only thing that will be different about this one is that I plan on getting a whatchamacallit. I have a Wi-Fi card coming for it. I ran a huge Ethernet cable downstairs to the where the router is and stuff, because it hadn't come in yet and I wanted to use the computer. But I think it'll get the job done. And then I'll have to build a computer for my packing station next. But that could really be a cheap build. So my Xbox is plugged in like 50-foot cable running from one room to the basement back up to the TV room. Yeah, I mean, it's like I literally ran it around. There's a folding table in the hallway that my wife uses as a desk. It's like running around the table, down the stairs, across the stairs. It's pretty hokey. BRB. Was that not muted? Whoops. So anybody was wondering about desserts, I do have cookies. My son is hilarious. Oops, not muted. Glad I didn't say anything bad then. Could have been over there like, man, yeah, these dudes on the stream suck. Just kidding. I think back in the early days of doing the Zoom build nights, we had a few times where people would take phone calls and forget to mute themselves, and then say, thankfully not too embarrassing, but slightly embarrassing things. I got caught saying something naughty on stream. I don't know about you guys. I am like super conscious of, especially in here with all the cameras and mics and stuff, doing anything. Because between accidental stuff and weird hackers and whatever. Someone is always watching. I think most people aren't as conscious, but when they're on camera, I think maybe people would tend to be cautious about what they say and do. I think a lot of people are. But then again, you hear stuff like, wasn't there was some reporter or someone who worked for some news organization got caught doing something very nasty on Zoom, didn't think anybody was able to see him. I wonder how many people lost their job during this teleworking Zoom era because of stuff like that. I think if you go on Twitch, people do and say a lot of unintended things. Is that a Twitch phenomenon? I haven't been on Twitch in a long time. Yeah, Tubin, that's it. Yeah, it's so hilarious. You think people would be hyper conscious of that stuff. That's what I call the act now. Recently, where people will go online and brag about how they go out in public without a mask in huge gatherings and they get fired from their job. Yeah, you gotta be like super conscious of what you say online, especially in these days. I'm very lucky that I don't have to worry about an employer firing me or anything, but still have to be worried about the general public and public opinion, I guess. Like if you thought about getting Mecha Warehouse cutting mats. Shh! Stop stealing all my ideas. Okay, so it's just me going at this poster. Cool. Weeks, your chat must be way behind because it's been a while since the draw. Well, it was a nurse, so it's kind of her fault. Yeah, when I had this nurse from Shriners, we wore masks the whole interview. We were spaced more than 6 feet apart, but we still wore masks for the whole interview. I think primarily because of corporate policy or whatever. I don't know if corporate policy is the right word, but organizational policy. And it makes sense. Last thing you need is some sort of bad public opinion thing going on. Because somebody who's in a very important role like that is playing fast and loose with the rules. I don't make any pre-orders from P-Bandai recently. I dropped a whole ton of exclusive kits. Organizational protocol, yeah, something like that. Whatever it is, that was more than happy to oblige. We're play by the rules. That's totally fine. Nick, add a hoodie to your apparel collection. I might at some point. I need to see. I had some hoodies made from that place for the dojo, so I'll have to check those out at some point and see how they came out. So let's do our last draw for the night, or at least our next draw for the night. Maybe it's not the last one, but I think we're getting close to the end here. So let's do another draw. Let's pick a number between 1 and 60. We're drawing for the signed poster. Number between 1 and 60, one number per person. And yeah, no need to change numbers if somebody else took your number. We'll figure it out. And then I got one final kind of discussion question, I think. Before we wrap things up tonight. Looking for some feedback and stuff. I said between 1 and 60, right? Oh, discussion question. That piqued Nike's interest. All right. Ooh, we got a bunch of subs during the stream today. I mean, not a massive number, but a good handful. Interesting how it hides some of those from the notifications. All right. Time. Let's draw this number here. Number 24. 24 for the poster. You guys can check and let me know. Oh, I see a 24. Cambodian. Let me check and see if anybody else got a 24 as well. Just Cambodian? Is that the only one? Perfect. So Cambodian, just like I told the other guys that won earlier, send me an email, nick@mechawarehouse.com, or DM or whatever. And I will get your contact info and send out one of those signed posters. Congratulations. Cool. Give away a few things today. Beat a little. Oh, man. So discussion question. The question I have here as we're wrapping up, I got a few more parts to sand here, and I think I'm as far as I can get tonight. I'll hopefully paint for next time and stuff. The discussion question. Thanks, and don't believe Gary. That's funny. Website. What features would you like to see? We're planning on redoing the website soon, and I'm curious what things would be useful. What could I do better next time around and improve in I call it 2.0, but it's really a 3.0 version of the website. What things are maybe tough now that could be better? What things are great that you want to make sure don't go away? Sold out kits have their own page. I definitely need a way to filter out sold out stuff. Membership signups, private warehouse, pre-order section, member exclusive discounts, membership points, etc. So to address each of those, membership signups, I might add a membership thing on the site at some point, or accounts. I'm not 100% sure if I want to yet. There's some other concerns with that I have to figure out. Private warehouse isn't necessarily a feature of the website. It'd be relatively difficult to do that because I don't think that's an easy plugin. I'd have to write code for that. and I don't have space for it at the moment, but I am thinking about a private warehouse option of some sort at some point. But that might be part of some premium membership or something that would allow that. Pre-orders section. I need to put pre-orders on the website at some point for sure. We do those currently by just email and direct message, member exclusive discounts. That's kind of Discord. And membership points, etc. I'm not 100% sure about that. Account tab with your account and order stuff. Paint selection is very rough. I don't know if it's possible. Some way to better filter the paint section would be great. Okay, I'll have to look at that collection. Paints. Accounts to be able to track what we bought, so we know what we ordered in the past. Okay, I guess that would be an advantage to that, why you might want that. Isn't plausible deniability important though too? Not having it all in one place means that your significant other can't ever just track down exactly what you ordered. You can't be like, look at all this money I spent. I think there's at least a few people, if they saw their like lifetime totals, would be sick to their stomach. Membership points, I mean, you earn X amount of points depending on what you buy from the site, and you can use it whenever to get X amount of discount based on points used. Yeah, so MJRL, that's the kind of thing I'm thinking about doing. Space is at a premium, so that's the only problem with that right now, is I don't have the largest warehouse right now. I think I've got an answer to that, but that won't be right away. There are 2 sections for scribing with different inventory. If you send me links, Leighton, I'd appreciate it. I can double check into that. That's something I probably can fix now. If you had somebody ask you to send info to runners to sneak them in. Black out the prices. Send you pilot is Space Hamster. I put him in ball. Thought it was pretty funny. I got a build kits page from customs to submit to Discord when you upload your favorite builds. Advertisement build kits might make people buy more. So right now in the review section, you can post pictures with your reviews. So definitely consider doing that. If you hit up the reviews on the site, if you want to review a kit, you can definitely post pictures of your build and stuff. She got some things in my pile of loot wanting to be shipped from BBTS. Just need to buy more stuff so Nick can afford a larger space. Exactly, Zero. Wife has seen my comic collection. She has a pretty good idea that she'll never live in a mansion as long as I have hobbies. We have a section on the online store with links to your YouTube videos. I think there's going to be some improvements in that regard. I want to have more direct links to our YouTube channel and probably some of our sponsored builders content as well. You'll do a little indiscrepancies. The only thing I think for me other than the big topics is looser search terms, but not how all that works. Yeah, some of that stuff won't be super easy to do. Some stuff is easier. Like I've figured out a solution for the new website already for filtering in stock and out of stock, which I think will work pretty well. And I know that one's super important. I plan on cleaning up some of the collections to make some of that stuff prettier, some cosmetic stuff. Homepage being a little bit, having more content stuff directly on it. How about a Nick's favorite kids page? I need to do that. I need to set up my collection. A couple of our sponsored builders actually have collections with their favorite kits that they can send you a link on, which is pretty cool. Live chat is arguably accomplished by the Discord. It's not as easy for people who aren't hardcore people, though. So live chat would be cool, but that's probably outside of the scope for this next update. I want to keep things manageable. So, like, a private warehouse thing to me isn't really a website change. That's a business change. That's a bigger logistical thing to figure out than just improving the website. If you available, not available already. But the thing is the filtering. So when you look at a collection, say you want to look at universal sentry kits, the ability to hide all the kits that are out of stock would be valuable. We should have much improved filtering as well, which should make it easier to select by categories and narrow down exactly what you're looking for. You know, say select real grades and master grades, or, you know, 1/144th scale, and then to be able to start selecting by series or, you know, other characteristics will be a feature for sure. Because our website as it is now is based on a platform or a theme that wasn't necessarily designed for a huge inventory. And it worked great in the early days when we didn't have a huge inventory, but there are so many kits that, I mean, there's just so many kits, right? It's definitely a high mix kind of business where there's just tons of different products. And so the ability to sort through and navigate all those different products is definitely a valuable thing that I want to improve. About a section that lists out weekly restocks coming in. So that could be done. Some of that stuff's hard to do. A lot of it's just labor. A lot of like incoming restocks, I try to post that stuff and keep it as up to date as I can on the Discord. So that's right now a perk of being a Discord member, is knowing roughly when things are expected in, what's on order and stuff. And while it would be nice to kind of publish that to the outside world, it requires a separate level of just operation stuff that's hard to keep on top of right now just because of limited time. Go to a blog or news section site that updates on relevant things. I have to do the site, YouTube, social accounts, etc. I could. It's just another thing I got to do. I'm having trouble keeping up with everything I'm doing now. Gerald Nick isn't Daniel San. No, I'm more like Mr. Miyagi, I guess. You hire a social networking assistant? With what money, man? I gotta hire a warehouse person first. I am not rolling in it. I'm not even sure if I'm making enough to actually pay my personal bills right now. I want to hire somebody to help in the warehouse part-time, but I have to make the decision about whether that's worth it or not. Pay them in plastic. I don't think I would sell karate stuff on the site. I don't think that has anything to do with robots, though. Another business for another day, maybe. Yeah, definitely not big time money. I mean, then I can support my habit. I've thankfully found a theme that I think does most of what I want it to do. So I'm mostly looking for suggestions that relate to things I could probably do by tweaking that theme. You're right, I haven't seen G Gundam. Is there an option on the site that emails you when something gets restocked? I believe there is. There's supposed to be a in-stock notification feature. I believe that still works. I don't use it very often myself, but obviously. God, you need to see G Gundam. One of these days. It's all about the time. Speaking of time, it's basically that time that I gotta roll out of here. I actually have something at 10:30 I have to do for Discord members, actually. So conveniently, I think I'm as far as I can get. I got a couple things I'll probably sand off stream, and then hopefully either prime everything or prime and paint everything before the next time I'm in here, so we can work details and decals and all that good stuff. So thank you all for watching. Really appreciate you all hanging out tonight. And I'll see you guys hopefully a week from today at 10 a.m. or sometime during the day at the marathon charity live stream. So thanks all. See you guys later. Have a wonderful evening.